where the bad pianos start the show. Keys all out of tune, just watch them go. Welcome to Adam and Joe talking nonsense on the Outside Scoop podcast show.
I think you can do the intro this time.
What's the intro?
Hello, welcome.
Hello, welcome to the Outside Scoop. Going the other way. I'm Adam.
And
He's Joe.
And
even you're not keen on this. It's the wrong way round. Let's start again.
No,
We're going to keep
again.
going. We're going to keep going.
We're going to keep going.
See, look, we had a system, and then he threw that at me without telling me, and he couldn't do it.
And I messed up.
God,
Adam, Joe is. I am Joe.
he's Joe, and I'm Adam.
Can't even get my words.
But you already
out
know
right.
that. This is episode 4.
Yes.
And also, you're my mum and Joe's kids, so you know.
Is it episode 4?
Yeah, episode 4.
Crikey.
I know, son.
Episode 4.
Incroyable, you could say.
So I think, what I wanted to talk about is actually an old job I used to have.
Oh.
And where this to go, I don't know. But so I used to do door-to-door sales.
Oh, I could not think of anything worse.
Door-to-door sales. And it was as horrible as it sounds.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
So I did this when I was, before 25, certainly.
I think it would have been 2009, 10, 11, around that point.
Some point around then. Anyway, I was younger.
Was it before the security work?
It was after security.
Yeah.
So after I used to work nights at Bristol...
University.
Not Bristol University, the other one. What was it called?
I don't know, I never worked there.
University West of England.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
it. UE. It was in Bristol, but it wasn't Bristol University. I used to do night shifts there, 4 on, 4 off. And at the time, the money was okay. But it's just, you can't do that long term. Sort of working nights.
Night work is a body destroyer.
Yeah. Some people get into it. And they get their routine.
I
And they're
couldn't.
lifetime night workers.
I couldn't.
But I think when you're younger, you're just missing out on so much stuff. Anywho, so I did security work, and prior to that, I hadn't had much professional experience, I'd say.
I don't even know what you did.
I used to
Did a lot of sales,
did
didn't you?
a lot of retail stuff beforehand.
Yeah.
And I ran my own businesses kind of thing. Attempted to, but young, dumb, and full of enthusiasm, I just wasn't very good at it. Still not, but
You're all right. You just get bored.
Getting better,
Yeah.
getting better at it. Anywho,
The
so
enthusiasm doesn't last.
it doesn't. No, I get distracted too easily, which is one of my weaknesses.
Weakness is maybe a strength. It hasn't proven to be a strength, but I'm sure it will one day.
So I saw this job advert online, sales and marketing executive.
Powerful.
Earnings of up to £25,000 plus.
That was a lot of money then.
I was like, wow, this is for me. No experience needed. Sales and marketing executive. I could do that.
Do they really call it executive?
Yeah, I could be a sales and
Nightmare.
marketing executive. And you probably still find job adverts like this today. I don't know. So I applied for the job, and they got a very, very slick system. Very slick system.
Oh, for getting people in and out the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's turnover. And they've spent years perfecting this system.
Yeah.
I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to say
Who, what, where,
who,
when.
what, where, when.
Well, we'll say when.
Say when. It was around then sort of time, and it was in Bristol. So I applied for this job, sales and marketing executive. Within 24 hours, phone call.
Ring-a-ring.
Ring.
Ring-a-ring.
Hi, Joe. Thanks for applying. Can you come in for an interview?
Now.
Come and meet our director. Wow, I'm going to go meet the director. Yeah, cool. I'll come in. Let's go meet the director. And so I rock up. I've got my suit on. Got my tie on. Big fat knot, you know.
Look at that. Look, looking like the lad. Little dandy boy.
I rock up, clean shaven. And we go into the office. And I have this interview.
With the director, no less.
With the director. Very impressive man. He's got his pitch right down about getting you into this job, selling you the dream.
Yeah.
And I was younger, I was more impressionable, so I was like, yes.
Give it to me.
I'm into it. It was like, brilliant. You tell me about unlimited earnings, building teams, sales and marketing executive. Oh, this is for me. Who are our clients? What are we doing? Images in my mind of being in boardrooms.
Arranging appointments. Even to arrange an appointment would have been a step up.
Like being real slick with everything and just being like some guy off, I don't know, Suits, the TV show. I don't know. Is that the advertising one? What was the advertising one?
Suits is the
legal
one,
isn't it? That one anyway. Well, I can't remember the name of it. Anywho, so I thought it was going to be some sort of big time advertising executive working in Bristol, BS1 postcode. Look at me go. So pop in tomorrow. You can have a chat with the team leader. So, come on then, let's do that. So I popped in the next day about 10 o'clock. No, it would have been later, maybe about 11 o'clock. So we would have had the morning meetings around 10.
Nobody's buying door-to-door encyclopedias before 10 a.m.
Oh, I wish it was encyclopedias. Because we would have had something to sell on the door. So anyway, we get there. I've got all my Sunday best on and meet the team leader. He's like, cool, right, come with me. We're going to go out. Oh, we're going out. We're going out somewhere.
We're going out.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
To dinner?
You're going to just follow me around for a couple of hours, see what I do. And we'll get on with it. And, we'll see what the job is.
Yeah.
At this point, I still really didn't know what the job was.
Yeah.
It's just all guesswork.
He's under the impression that he was going to be a sales and marketing executive. Thinking, I'm going to have a desk.
A desk,
oh, no.
a phone, an assistant.
Yeah.
No.
No.
So we jump on the bus and we go to somewhere North Bristol. Can't remember where. It wasn't just me, though. It was me and 5 or 6 other guys and girls.
All at the same time.
With our team leaders.
Right.
And we jump on the bus.
Oh, dear.
And like, all right, where are we going? What's going on? Oh, we're going to go see our customers. Oh, cool. That's cool. Jump off the bus after spending 20 minutes on there, asking questions, trying to find out what it is we're doing.
Yeah.
And he stops. He's got his folder on him. He opens up his folder, pulls out like a bib, like a football bib. And it said... had a charity name on it, a well-known charity name, and
oh dear,
it's like, oh, what are we doing? And just follow me. So walk up to someone's door. Like, we must have.
You're literally at that point of still not being told what it is.
I'm like, oh right, well we must have an appointment with these guys. I don't know. Maybe we're doing some market research. I don't know. Knock. Hi, not as bad as I look. My name's John. On behalf of this charity, speaking to everybody in the neighbourhood today. Just to get a bit of local support for Charity X.
Oh,
I hope you agree with everybody else. That it's a good idea. And the pitch went on. Blah 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 blah. So everybody's just chucking in a couple of quid a week, the equivalent of a price of coffee, just to give out your local support.
Local support.
We don't take any cash on the day. It's all direct debit. I'll just pop down there and I'll take your details and we'll get you signed up. Yeah. And that was the pitch. It was like a 30-second pitch. Lots of, if you're in sales, jonesing, getting them to agree with you, getting them to repeat back to you stuff. Giving them questions like, I take it you think it's a good idea to stop babies dying.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah.
Do you like baby foxes not being put in blenders?
Yeah. You ask questions like that where the answer is only yes, and you get them to say yes 4 or 5 times, and you get them the green, like, you start dropping names.
Oh, God, it's horrible.
High pressure sales tactics. Anyway, so I followed this guy around.
Anxiety building up just thinking about it.
Just followed this guy around for 3 hours. And then he was pitching me then. He was pitching me about the whole thing. All you got to do, you do this, you go around, you just got to speak to 100 people. You speak to 100 people, 5 people will sign up, maybe 10 will sign up, and you'll get paid on whoever you sign up. And I watched him do it, and he signed up 2 or 3 people whilst I was with him. He made it look easy. And he was like, I was like, oh, cool, how much are you getting paid? He said, we get, it's complicated, we get £60 per sign up.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh right, so you just earned 180 quid now, just in these 2-3 hours.
It's more complicated than that.
He said, but no, so half of it's held back on a bond
in
case they cancel, and then the other half you do get paid. I was like, oh cool. So when do we get paid? Is it on top of our salary? No, it's commission only. What's commission only mean? It's 100% commission. So what? No salary? No, yeah, just 100% commission. You know, that's what you do. Half the money you earn gets put into a bond, which you might see in 6 months' time if nobody cancels the DD which you set up for them. Direct debit. And for whatever reason, I thought it was great.
Oh, God. So impressionable.
I was like,
He went, that's a bit of me.
If I sign up 10 people, I could earn 600 quid.
Yeah.
In a day? Come on, then.
That's what it is, isn't
This
it?
looks really easy. You just signed up 3.
Yeah.
You've only been out a couple of hours.
Yeah. Do 6 hours.
Go back to the office, have a chat with the MD. Yeah, really impressed with you, Joe. You know, showing good work ethic. Yeah, you know, tell you what, we're going to make you an offer.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get you started. I was like, oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Right, you can start tomorrow, 10 o'clock in this office. Yes! I've got a job.
Yeah, I got the job.
Got the job. And so I'm still thinking, yeah, I've got to sign 10 people up, 10 people up, 10 people
gonna
up.
win it.
I'm gonna absolutely boss it.
Yeah.
Absolutely boss it. So I rock up the next day, 10 o'clock, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, filled with enthusiasm. And this is a training day. So actually don't go out onto, quote-unquote, the field. You're pampered a little bit. Yeah, you mush, you know,
They tickle you.
they sell you.
Yeah.
They wine and dine
They're
you.
still selling the job to you at this point, aren't they?
Yeah, you've said yes. Your foot's in the door.
Yeah.
They're getting like your commitment now. I don't want to say it's a cult, but it's
pretty culty.
It's culty, cultish. So yeah, you go in, you get your sales training, you pitch on everything, you pitched on how you progress within the company.
Oh dear.
The progression is what keeps you there,
Yeah.
and it's what's kept some people there for 10,
Years.
15 years, knocking on doors.
Because they go, oh, if you do another 20 doors,
So
you might get salary.
so it's not even about salary. So so the idea was you go out 3 days in a row. If you get 5 sales a day, 3 days in a row, then you can become a leader.
Oh,
A leader.
that sounds like office nonsense.
So then a leader can then take out what were we called? Observations. Observations were what I was.
Yeah.
Somebody going for an interview,
Right.
getting dragged around the streets of Bristol,
Oh
knocking
my
on doors.
God.
So they were called observations. You can take out some observations,
Yeah.
and then you can build your own team. And you
So
get
it's just Avon, but worse.
then you get 3 people to you get 3 people in your teams, get 5 sign-ups a day, 3 days in a row. Then you become a team leader, I think it was. It was team leader,
Right.
something like that. And then you can start to earn an override. So an override was earning money off their commissions.
That's commission on commission, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like £2 a head or something, £2 a sale. Soon quickly adds up if you've got a big team.
Yeah.
And
But
then
also, you've got to sell insurance to everyone in Bristol 4 times a week.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you do that, you build your team of 3 people who've all done that, and then you've got 3 leaders on your team, you're a team leader. Now all you've got to do is get those 3 leaders to be team leaders by taking out other people whilst you're on the top of what is not a pyramid, but it's definitely a pyramid.
Definitely a pyramid. Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely not a pyramid scheme, but
Which
it's
is
a
when
pyramid scheme.
You then get promoted to an assistant owner, where your override
Yeah.
becomes £5 a sale or something. I can't remember. But it's a more sale. The idea is that you've got 20 or 30 guys now underneath you.
Assistant owner.
Yeah.
That's nonsense, isn't
And
it?
then you do that for however long, 6 months, and then you become an owner, where they go set you up in your own office, and you go do it all again.
Oh, God.
And then you become the director, which
Yeah.
people go and speak in an interview with. So it's a very slick system,
Yeah.
all about selling the dream. You can earn 50, 150, 200 grand doing this job, knocking on doors.
Sounds
All I've got to do is
easy.
knocking on doors. All I've got to do is get this many sales and got this many. It seemed very simple, very easy.
Oh.
And they're saying you could do it in 6 months. They'd always drop this person's name. They'd say, "Oh, this person." And he managed to
John Belugi.
He started from nothing to ownership within
Yeah.
6 months. And it was always like that. And I was like, "I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. I don't want to knock on doors.
No.
I hate doing it, but I do want
But
to be
I'll do it to get to there.
yeah, to be an owner." And I think that's the mindset of a lot of them. And there's a lot of team leaders in there so, who'd been there for 10 years
Really?
doing it because they get a little taste of assistant ownership.
Yeah.
Or sometimes they've actually gone ahead and opened up an office.
Right.
They've built a team and then failed. and they start again.
And they just start again.
They just start again. Some of these guys, they do well. They build multiple offices. And the guy which I worked for, even though it was actually a self-employed role, but I worked for,
so nobody was actually employed by anyone.
But the director, my director, or what we used to call my owner, which when I think about it, it's very like submissive.
That's
and,
proper submissive culty nonsense, isn't it?
He did very well out of it.
Yeah.
He had a few locations, international.
Well, that's what he told you.
No, we went to go see these offices. The whole thing's about buzz and excitement and like hype and like high energy.
So like nonsense crypto.
Yeah. And they have these big rallies like a couple of times a year.
Yeah.
Like, they fill the NEC out or something like that. Not the NEC, but a big arena type place.
Of people going, let's sell charity donations.
This just wasn't Bristol. This was UK wide.
That's mad, isn't it?
There'd be thousands and thousands of us knocking on. If you've had your door knocked on in the past 10 or 15 years, it was by this company.
Wow.
Because the hierarchy, obviously, I've already described a small pyramid.
Yeah,
there's a much bigger
pyramids on pyramids.
Pyramids on pyramids.
Yeah.
And for the want of not saying I'm a libel, it's not a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
And the company worked with some very reputable brands and organisations.
The thing is that everything in a capitalist system is a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, yeah.
But pyramid schemes invoke a certain idea, don't they?
And they did deliver results for their clients. The charities did get their money.
Which is mad, isn't it?
The companies got their sign-ups.
Yeah.
You know, the whoever or whatever it was they were selling, it worked. It was a numbers game. You know, you got 1,000 people out in the field flogging your product.
Yeah, somebody's going to buy it.
It's going to stick, and they're going to carry on.
Yeah.
Sort of doing that. But I did when I left. I worked out that. So I worked in the charity division. So I worked on a number of charities, well-known charities.
Very charitable.
And I kind of worked out in my head that if the numbers were what they said they were, and that the charity donor retention was what it was, like you're paying £6.50 a month for 9-10 years sometimes. Like you just keep doing it.
It's a direct debit. I just leave it.
And I ran the numbers between how many people I signed up, how many people my team signed up, and so on. And I reckon it would have been in the region of £3 million.
Really?
For charities.
Wow.
But yeah, so I going back to day one. Training, rallies, excitement. You're doing a great job. You can go on holidays. You can buy big, fast cars. You know, all this sort of stuff.
Sell you all that stuff.
All that stuff. Wolf of Wall Street kind of thing. And so my first day, actually knocking on doors. Probably the worst day in the calendar to knock on doors.
Oh, really?
What day do you think is the worst day of the year to be door knocking?
It's going to be like the Thursday before Christmas or something.
No.
Go on.
No. Halloween.
Oh, dear.
National Door Knocking Day.
Oh, dear. Halloween. Knock, knock. Trick or treat. By the way, would you like to sign up to this charity?
So I'm knocking on doors. Halloween.
Oh. And no one's answering the door.
People either answering it or not answering it. That doesn't matter.
I suppose at least you got sweets.
But like the expectation, I think the expectation is it's a trick or treat. I'm going to open the door, and then you're there. There's kids running around the neighbourhood all dressed up, and you're trying to flog some stuff on you know, on not the best day to do it.
Oh,
and
dear.
It was
interesting
horrible.
that because you, although not impressed upon you must have still felt an obligation to be there and do it.
Yeah.
You know, I bet if you'd have just turned around and gone home, nobody would have said anything.
Well, the thing is,
They'd have gone, how many did you get today? Oh, I didn't get any because it's Halloween.
the thing is, we went. So the Bristol pit patch, if you like, was between Dorset and Worcestershire. So like
a big
area. So I think we were in Taunton or something that day.
Right.
From Bristol.
Oh.
And we drove in the car.
Yeah.
And like 5 of us squashed into a little Ford Puma.
Oh.
Not cool.
Yeah. So you're not. Yeah. You're
I
not.
can't run away.
You're not just popping home, are
No,
you?
I can't just run away. So I'm there. We spend 12, 14 hours on this site because you got to knock on 100 doors. That's the thing. Speak to 100 people, 100 people, 100 people.
Oh, well,
the whole thing.
Everybody's got to speak to 100
yeah,
people.
because if you speak to 100 people, 5, 10 will agree.
Yeah.
But it's the law of averages, they called it.
Yeah.
I can't believe I just said it then. Law of averages. It's all coming back to me now.
Well, that is a thing.
All these sales impact things we used to do.
Oh, horrible.
So you do like the first day, go get your 100 doors, break for lunch, and then that I might be 10, 15 minutes at a corner shop in a cheap pasty.
And then back out.
And then back out.
In a bloody suit, knocking door to door.
In proper shoes and everything. And, it's...
horrible.
And the later afternoon, between 5 and 8 o'clock in the evening was called prime time because everybody was home.
Everyone's in.
Yeah. And that's when you're going to make all your money. So 12, 14 hours. So you're on pitch until... Well, you get there just after 12.
It's so predatory, isn't it?
Yeah. You get there just after 12. Bearing in mind you've been in the office for 2.5 hours already, getting pumped up and hyped.
Oh, really? They do all that at the beginning?
Music, chanting, woos and cheers and ringing the bell.
Wolf.
Oh, yeah. Proper cool.
Ringing the bell. Proper cool until you realise there's no money in it.
And so you do all that, and then you're in the field till 8, 9 o'clock. I think it was 8:30 was the latest you could knock on the door at night.
Right.
And then you're feeling like you're pushing it a bit.
Yeah.
And particularly in the winter when it's dark. In the summer it's a bit better.
Yeah.
It's a bit
the
brighter.
daylight means something, doesn't it?
But when you're like in the middle of winter knocking on doors,
yeah,
it's 8:30, and you're looking in. They've got the warm glow of the telly on.
Yeah, and you're like, what am I doing?
And on that day, I was like, this is not for me. It's not for me. But then my leader, he'd been a previous owner. He'd already done the thing. He's starting again.
Why is he starting again?
Because he lost his office. He lost his team. Like the numbers weren't good.
Right.
And he could see I was what we'd call negging out. I was having a negative attitude.
Really?
So
negging out. That is horrible.
He found me, and he walked around with me, and he got me a couple of sales. He helped me get a couple of sales, and G'd me up a bit, and managed to get me in the next day. And then the rest is history.
And then you kept going.
And I just kept going.
Oh.
And I kept going. And I kept going.
How long did you do it for?
And I did what they said to do: get sales, become a leader. I became a leader. I had my guys underneath me.
Oh.
Those guys had those guys underneath them, and I think I got team leader, and I was getting overrides, and I was putting those overrides into a savings account, and I quickly saved up like 900 quid, 1100 quid or something like that. And I took that money, I went and spent it on suits, and then we go on road trips. So a road trip would be where you go to a location which is just too far away to kind of
drive every day,
drive back there and back. So you'd get put in a stinky old caravan, and you go. The idea was that you'd spend longer out on site, so you're supposed to be out on site by like 9:30.
Oh God!
10 o'clock.
Knocking on people's doors at bloody 9:30 at night.
Yeah, taking down like 150 doors a day
You'd
rather than 100
You'd be
doors.
getting told something, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and they did work sometimes. I remember one day, I remember a few days I actually did do 10 sign-ups.
Really?
And I was like, yeah, boy,
we're getting
this
there.
is it. This is it. But I remember many days doing none.
None.
And I spent probably about a month only doing 2 a day.
Yeah.
And that 2 a day was 30 quid a day.
No.
It's all coming back to me now. Yeah, so I was like 30 quid a day I was earning for about a month, 6 weeks.
Oh no.
I just couldn't bust that 2 a day. I'd pick up those 2 real quick, really early.
Yeah, you're like, this is a great day.
And then nothing.
And then nothing
for
all
10
day.
hours.
That's awful.
Yeah. Good system though, like in terms of what they do, and eventually I just couldn't do it anymore. It tires you out.
It honestly feels
even when you're younger, like it's
soul destroying to me.
I was working 6 days a week, doing sort of 10, 12 hours a day.
Oh no.
Just walking. I think I was probably doing 3, 4, 5 miles a day walking.
It's no wonder you was a skinny lad back then.
Oh yeah. Just walking everywhere.
All the time.
6 days a week, 14-hour days. I'd be getting home at gone midnight, and then getting up again in the morning. And I was getting up in the morning about 8:30 to get into the office because I was taking the train. And as we discussed earlier, public transport.
Terrible.
And I think it was it was a final road trip I was on. I can't remember where we were, but it was in this caravan, and I just fell ill.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know when you just work so hard,
Yeah.
and then you just die.
Sometimes you work so hard,
Yeah.
and you go, it's all right, I've got this Sunday off, and then you're ill for a week.
Yeah, and then so I was ill in this caravan for a whole week.
Oh,
Couldn't get home, negging out,
Yeah.
and then I was like, oh, I've not earned any money this week.
yeah. I'm here, and I've not earned a penny.
I've not earned a penny. This is pants. This is crap. Not up for it anymore. And that's when I decided not to do it anymore. So
Right.
I just didn't turn up again.
Yeah. And they didn't even ask you. They didn't even ring you up and go, where
Didn't
are you,
they?
Joe?
Yeah, but I
Just get somebody else in,
must
didn't
have
they?
recruited hundreds of people during that time.
Really?
Hundreds and hundreds of people, just like through my team alone. let
Yeah.
alone everyone else's.
It's
But yeah,
bonkers,
that
isn't
was door to door sales, and the stuff I saw. One thing it did teach me was that if you do work hard, you do get results from that.
Yeah, yeah. The thing with a job like what you've just described, though, is that even the only way to make a basic income is to work hard.
Is to work hard, yeah.
There should be a level of, right, I'm working, but I'm cruising.
Yeah,
But I'm still earning.
Yeah.
And then there's that ability, right, I'm pushing hard, I'm earning well now.
yeah. I mean, you know me. I'll cruise for a while, and then
Yeah.
I've fits of just
Yeah.
going for it.
You'll do a year's worth of work in 6 weeks.
Yeah, and it's you can see that result, and it taught me other things as well. I'm not going to talk about it now, but there were some life lessons there, and I think not everybody should do a commission sales job, but I think everybody should go and do a real crap job for 6 months.
Everybody should do a crap job just to realise how bad it could be.
Yeah,
You know, just to realise, oh, wait a minute, I could be doing that.
yeah.
I did telesales for a while,
Did you?
so I wasn't walking round.
I don't remember you ever saying this.
Did I never tell you I did? Yeah, I did telesales. I did telesales. You're going to like this. How long did you say you did door-to-door sales for?
I think about 8 months all up.
8 months?
Yeah,
Wow. How long do you think I did telesales for?
a day.
I did 2 weeks.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's a long time for you.
I know. 2 weeks trying to sell people stuff they don't want. Yeah.
What was that you were selling?
I was selling. I wasn't even selling anything. I was trying to get people to sign up for appointments for test drives.
Oh, okay. So what? Even the hard sell?
So it wasn't. It was just. Do you want? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on this manufacturer's database. Do you want a test drive?
Yeah.
And almost everyone said no. And a few of them said yes. We didn't get commission. We got paid minimum wage.
Just got paid. Yeah.
We just got, but it was minimum wage. But yeah, I made, the problem I had is I had the evening shift.
Yeah.
I had between, I think it was 3 till 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was awful.
Was it?
Yeah, it was awful.
I've done telesales as well.
It was horrible.
I did it for charity work again. So
Did
I did
ya?
door to door charity.
Yeah.
After I left that job, I got a job doing street fundraising.
Oh, what man in a bib standing in the high street?
Yeah.
Hi, let me interrupt you. Would you like to?
Yeah,
No, I'm trying to go to Marks and Spencer's, pick up a pair of trousers, because I've got to go to a thing that I don't want to go to tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was quote unquote an area manager for that.
Oh, was you now?
Organisation. And
Sales are good at the nonsense job descriptions, aren't they?
yeah, it was all right, but I knew it weren't for me. The second I kind of got into that job, and I didn't really give it all. It's just I didn't try that job.
Once you've done the pushing,
Yeah.
you then just need a job.
So I actually got fired from that job.
Did you?
Yeah, for not doing a very good job, obviously, because I wasn't doing a very good job.
Because you were just cruising.
And
Did
I
they
was
pay you a? Did they pay you a wage?
Yeah, I got a wage from that.
Oh, there you
I
go.
got a salary, and I was applying for other jobs whilst I was there. But as soon as I got fired from that, I went to an agency and I got a telesales job because just got to keep working.
Just got to
haven't
get straight back in.
you? So I did that, and I did the telesales like you, working until 8 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah,
I did really well with that.
Did ya?
Yeah, I was actually like one of their top earners.
Was ya?
I was only there for a month.
I literally just used to click through the numbers. The moment somebody answered, I hung up on them.
Did you?
And then moved to the next one.
So I had to
Because
sit
my
there.
brain was like, what are they going to do? Sack me?
Yeah.
Good.
Good. Get me out of here. No, we'd sit at the computers. We'd sit on like a nest of computers, and then it's just auto dialing.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, so it's just like you'd sit there with the headset on and just wait for it to connect.
Yeah, well, that's what this did, but you could hang up.
Yeah.
I just hung up.
And I think it flashed up that person's details on the screen, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, is that Mr. Johnson? Blah, blah,
Oh, good
blah,
afternoon. I'm calling from
blah. And they'll get like 5, 6, 7 sign-ups a day doing it.
Really?
And they're like, oh, Joe, we want you to be a team leader. I'm like, No, thank you.
I've already done this.
I'm not looking for anything from this job.
Yeah.
It's just a job for the moment.
Yeah, it's just to pay the rent this month.
I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to do my job well.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take the mickey. I'm going to do my job well.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
No, okay, fair play.
They didn't offer me a job.
They were just like, fair play, thanks for being honest.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to be here long, but you say you're going to do everything you can whilst you're here.
Yeah.
And you are doing it. We can see, you're doing 5, 6, 7 sales a day.
Yeah.
Whilst this guy over here is barely doing one.
Yeah.
So it's like...
I was the bloke doing barely one.
And that's when I got into advertising sales, which we'll save for another day.
Oh, yeah, you did that for a while, didn't you?
That is an interesting one.
Oh, yeah, you did that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I wanted to just talk about. That I thought it's interesting.
Yeah, you've not told me that.
And
I know you did a bit of it, but
yeah, not in that detail.
I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't bring myself to do anything that isn't vaguely worthwhile for me.
Yeah.
Whatever your opinions on charity are, whatever mine are, you still do it. There's nothing in it for me there.
Yeah.
Even if you are getting charity money, I'd just be like, I ain't walking around these places. I ain't not you. If I'm going door to door, it's because I'm a postman.
Yeah.
I ain't going door to door to try and sell people stuff. But then I don't see sales. You can't sell me something I don't want.
No.
That's how I think. Do you want this? Try and sell me this cup. Do you want this cup? No. Well, don't buy it then.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not a salesman. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't. Well, I can believe you did it because you're good at that. But horrible.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Horrible.
Yeah, I've got both fond and bad memories about that.
Yeah.
About that role. But,
Mostly bad.
It's I don't like we always say, never regret anything.
You only do what you think's right at the time.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. Yeah. You can only do what you think's right at the time. It's horrible. Horrible.
I think we'll leave that one there then.
Yeah, I think we'll have a short one today, shall we?
Yeah, we'll have a short one. And we'll be back next time with more nonsense pottery.
Absolute nonsense pottery. Just to let everyone know, that's not... I didn't come up with nonsense pottery.
No.
That's Bob Mortimer.
Bob
it's on
Mortimer.
his Atletico mints. He's got a... Yeah, he just says nonsense pottery in it. But
we need better outros.
Well, what's an outro?
I don't know. I don't know how to finish these things. Just say bye.
Bye. Yeah, you just... What else do you do?
Okay, we'll do that then.
All right then.
Bye.
Bye.
Where the bad pianos start to show, keys all out of tune, just watch them go. Welcome to Adam and Joe talking nonsense on the Outside Scoop podcast show.